week ago Saturday, on April 3rd, my autistic son became aggressive. This is part of Stephen's syndrome with his seizure activity. We called the police officers in the village where we live. They came in and Stephen became aggressive with the officers. They had to handcuff him, put him on the floor, and he has rug burns on his forehead from wrestling with the officers. They advised us to take him to OU Medical because his neurologist is on staff over there. So when we got to the hospital, the ER doctor had to restrain Stephen on the bed. They gave him some type of medication. I'm not sure if he had several different medications. But they medicated him to kind of calm him down a little bit, but they had him restrained. The doctor said, we need to get him admitted to the hospital and get him stabilized. But he said, I don't think that's going to happen because Stephen has autism, and it's our policy that we're not equipped to deal with that. So he made the request and was denied. During that time that we were waiting for the doctor to try to get him admitted, Stephen hit and kicked an officer, 2 different officers, and they filed charges on Stephen of felony assault. And the reason they did this was because at the end of the day, around 5 o'clock, when the doctor came back and told me they couldn't keep Stephen because of his autism, the officer said, the only thing we can offer you at this point is to take him to jail, where we have a medical facility in the jail that can help you. So that was the last option that we had, because our next choice would have been to bring Stephen home and start the process over again. I have not been able to see Stephen since Monday, when they took him out of the hospital in handcuffs, and he was staggering and drooling, and he said, "Officer, I'm a good boy." And I had word this morning from the crisis center, where they're presently holding him, and I said, "How's Stephen doing?" And they said, "Well, he's not doing very well. He's withdrawn and he's in his room," which I'm sure he's scared and not understanding what's happened to him. I want to find a way to connect parents that are in a similar situation as mine, so that we can do something through whatever legislative means to bring about a change. Because when you have this situation, you need help with it. You don't need to be turned away. We need to lobby with our legislature and representatives. If a policy is that a hospital can't treat someone seizuring because they have autism, then the policy needs to be changed.